Oh, hi. Just shaving here with my Razer's Edge with a razor. Okay, that was a bad joke. That's a bad dad joke. But anyways, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about one seriously good little tablet that I've had for over a year now, and that's the Razer's Edge. I specifically have the Razer's Edge 5G model, and that was actually a surprise to me because when I purchased it back in 2020, 2024, 2025, I asked for the Wi-Fi model on Amazon, and they just shipped out a Verizon model, dude. I was not going to be saying no to the extra 2 gigabytes of RAM, which this thing has, which, by the way, I'm going to actually jump into it right now. The specs of this little guy, I mean, something that we've never seen before is a Snapdragon G3X Gen 1 chipset, which is about the equivalent of a Snapdragon 88 Plus. Very powerful little chip at the time, honestly, even for flagship phones at the time we're using them. And very good for what it was, because at the time this thing was very hyped. I mean, you got all types of tech tubers, which, by the way, I'm not. I want to talk about this as a primarily gaming console for a father that has no gaming room anymore. Originally, this thing was for $400, and it had a 8 gigabyte RAM for both 5G and Wi-Fi. As it turns out, Razer was like, oopsies, I made a poopsie, and ended up being that the Wi-Fi model only had 6 gigabytes of RAM. That's definitely going to piss off a few people, because the only thing you could do at the time was either give it back altogether, or Razer would just give you like a $20, hey, sorry, here's $20 for a future purchase. That's a massive slap in the face of anybody that actually bought this thing for, many gaming purposes at the time. But if I had to say, I mean, the screen on this thing, the refresh rate, 144 hertz of refresh rate is insane. With a 6.8 inch AMOLED display, was also beautifully, this thing goes dark when it's dark and goes very bright when it's bright, and everything in between there is going to be okay. I mean, goodness to me, this thing is very powerful. However, for the initial prices of $400 or $600, hell no. You might as well just gone with a Steam Deck or anything at the time that was coming out. Because nowadays, we have a tremendous amount of handhelds. We got the Retroids, we got the Steam Decks, we got the Lenovo's, we got everybody, and everybody and their grandmas are trying to get into this type of online play, streaming play, like pretty much anything. And anybody wants to get into that business because it's a thriving business. Why am I using this now? I mean, as a father of 2 little kids and a demanding job, I don't have a gaming room anymore. I don't have a gaming room. I still have my collectibles. I still love to collect everything, but I have no time, nor do I have a place to play them. So I told myself, man, I have all these GameCube retro games that I want to play, but I can't play. What can I do? This thing came in clutch. So, like I said, I've had this thing for over a year, and it's been a powerhouse, man. I mean, anything I throw at it, emulation-wise, is a tremendous win. I've done GameCube, SNES, N64, PS2, even PC games. My gosh, I mean, everything I've tried with this thing, yes, I have to tweak it from here to there, but honestly, it's been a great little handheld. Not just that, it comes with a controller. It came with a controller, a very powerful controller too, the Kishi V2 Pro, I believe. I mean, yes, there is some caveats to this thing. It's small, the sticks are tiny. However, they are Switch style sticks, which means that I can add Switch style little adapters to this thing to actually make it well and good enough for me to play. So I ordered these Skull & Co. Razers. I'm gonna have all this stuff in the links down below if you want to buy any of these things you've seen today. And it's great, man. These things actually give it a lot more, headroom to allows me to actually play a lot better. I mean, anything I've thrown to it, gaming, racing, shooters, it just does so well, man. That's not the only thing. I mean, this controller is great. It actually has haptics too. You can feel every time you actually shoot. It's based on actual sound, not the actual haptics from the game. However, this thing is great. Not just that, man, but think of it as a controller. What do you do with a system? You can change controllers, man. I also own the GameSir Galileo 8 or whatever it's called, with Hall Effect sticks and Hall Effect triggers and all this stuff and that. And oh my gosh, it's a match made in heaven. I used to have the Razer Kishi V Ultra or whatever it was called. Very good, but not for the price. I mean, holy crap, dude, 150 bucks. What the hell were they smoking? But the V8i or the Galileo one is only like $70-$60 right now, and it's great. If you don't, I mean, it's not meant for the Razer. However, you can just, you know, slap on your phone and call it a day and start gaming like that. That's the beauty about emulation. Nintendo, please, I own these guys. I've been playing a ton of backlog that I haven't been able to actually sit down and play because, hey, daddy needs this, daddy, I need that. I can't really have time for myself anymore. This has been a game changer, man. I mean, I've been playing all kinds of retro. This thing can handle it. GameCube, it can handle PS2 like I mentioned. And I've been playing all kinds, including all types of handhelds. I've really tested this thing over a year. And my verdict is that this thing is very powerful. So powerful that, I mean, I've been able to play PC games, lightweight PC games at that, by the way. I mean, but PC games nonetheless. This thing just keeps going, man. And the great part about this little Razer's Edge tablet is that it's a tablet. Once I realized I can use this as a second monitor, I mean, I truly don't like killing my phone's battery because I'm watching a video or something during work. Sometimes when I work from home or work, you know, at my actual office, I load these things with movies. You know, you can actually add up to 2 terabytes SD card to this thing, and that's where my emulation games are. And it's been running beautifully. I have a 1 terabyte on this thing, and I've loaded it with movies, I've loaded it with shows. So whenever I'm out and about working or doing something, I can use it as a gaming tablet and as a tablet itself. I've been able to watch movies while I work. Even when I'm laying down in bed and I don't want to have the TV on because my wife's working or asleep or whatever, I just put an earbud on and put this thing in. The display is beautiful, man. It actually sizes up for the most part correctly. It is a 20:9 screen, so that's a whole other thing, but I don't mind it. It's been great. I mean, I've watched many shows. I've used it as a tablet. I've used it as a gaming tablet. There's so much to love with this thing, but there's also so much to hate about it. Like I mentioned before, the 20:9 screen aspect ratio makes some games look just terrible with the 4:3. Doesn't look ideal. You know, it doesn't look ideal, and you have so much extra space where, like, you know, it could have been used. You could stretch it out, but it is going to come with some, you know, not looking great things. There's a lot of things, you know, that I also don't dislike about this thing. I mean, like I mentioned before, the fan, when it turns on, it turns on. You can barely hear it, but it's still there. It only came with 128 gigabytes of space, which was enough for like not much. I mean, you got it acts as a phone, so all those apps and stuff and storage and actual data gets stored into that main drive. So you have to almost buy an SD card because of it. I mean, so do I recommend this little guy at the price ranges that you see him nowadays? You know what? Yeah, because the RAM prices have just skyrocketed everything, including the SD card that I bought most recently. Holy crap, dude, that thing was expensive. And it was just 1 terabyte. Back in the day, I mean, you could get that same terabyte for $80. Now it's like $100, $200. Like, it's insane. This thing is rocking still. If you're able to get yourself the 5G model, it's actually still, I believe I've seen them for like as low as like 150 for the tablet itself. You can get the Galileo, like I mentioned before, for either this or your phone. It doesn't really matter. And just rock. I mean, when it comes to emulation, playing games, it's great, man. So much that I love about this thing kind of outweighs the cons, in my opinion. And I'm gonna keep gaming on this thing for as long as I can. Since it runs Android 12, yes, you just don't put any of your actual vital information in here. I mean, it goes without saying. So what am I doing here? So I'm trying to say that as a person that just has kind of like fragmented with time and doesn't have the time to sit down and play anymore, I truly have been using this Razer's Edge as a time to kill those backlogs, man. I have a tremendous amount of games that I've just been backlogging for years because I haven't been able to sit down and play. But if it were like that, you would have to have like 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of things connected to your TV or on hand at the time, when you could just have the one. I've decided, you know what, I'm gonna keep collecting. There's no way I'm not gonna stop collecting. However, if whenever possible, I'm gonna, put these games into this emulator over here and play them, because I found that, hey, this is probably the best way for me to play games now that my life has changed for the better. I'm not saying it gets difficult, it's just it's changed. I really appreciate Razer for what they tried doing here at the time. I mean, this is great for streaming, great for emulation, great for everything. But it's up to you at the end of the day. I'm not trying to sell you here. I'm just saying, hey, I really like this thing. And plus, I mean, you can find them on eBay for rather cheap nowadays. So make your call on this. I am going to go back to playing games. So hope you have a good day or night. All right. See ya.